What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Strategic Command World War One Empires in Turmoil DLC uh, live stream. We're continuing the campaign from yesterday, where I'm the White Army, facing off against the Red Army. Hopefully, you guys doing good today. Motivated, hydrated. That's the most important part. Can't do anything if you're not hydrated. You can't join the army. You can't fight a war. uh, Shadow of the Zaz. But yeah, so I don't know. I was in Norfolk today. People call it I call it Norfolk, but people around here they call it Norfolk, which is so weird. And if I say Norfolk, they know I'm not from here originally, which is weird. Anyway, I had this game on my mind the entire time, which basically tells you how good of a game. I was just like, do I go to the bar or do I go and play Strategic Command? Guess what won out? So, uh, yeah, it's been on my mind. And I feel like I'm doing good in it so far. So far, making some progress. That's my son, by the way. So I remember I'm very close to destroying that unit. I got some forces south here that really can't go any further. Forgot about these guys. Totally forgot about these guys. So I'm gonna have to start moving them. I got those guys. I got these guys. Oh, that's not good. They can go right behind my entire lines right there. I think what I'm gonna do is this. And then move this guy here. I think I'm good there. I'm knocking this guy out, sorta. Hoping the general helps out a little bit. This front here is, I think, doing so well. Doing all right. Once I... Where's the trenches? All right. I'm going to be able to attack them. Different parts where there ain't no trenches. All right. They're trying to surround this guy. I got this guy up here. And those don't look like favorable results. Let's dig in. So I need what? Up, right? Yeah, up and right. Like that. So just throwing dirt on there, seeing what sticks. And then here, I'm not pulling back. I got some trenches here. I think I'm good. I'm going to do a counterattack soon. I think we're doing good here. Eventually, these guys are going to be out of supply. They're already down to 1, so that's good. I don't know if these guys are getting supplies from naval, so I have to figure that out. See if I can get this guy to move. Yes, I can. So maybe move him here. Move him like this. And I got the British coming in. I got British Navy there. I think we're doing good, guys. I think we are doing good. Now, if you guys are not familiar with this game basically is, I would say, a casual, strategic World War One game. Comes with multiple scenarios. Let's take a look at the store page here. So, when this game came out, I had an amazing time. It reminded me a little bit of another game, I think called Commander. I think it's also published by Matrix. I don't think they sell the game anymore, but that was my #1 World War One game. Then this game came out, this topped that. I had an incredible time, covers basically the entire World War One experience. And now this DLC offers. Oh, by the way, it's on sale. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up. It's $16. So I don't think I've seen it lower than that. My son's not happy when he loses a game. So basically, it covers the the Soviet Revolution, but it also comes with a bunch of campaigns that I have to go over and see. I remember there's like one or two other ones I really want to play, but they had me at Shadow of the Tsars, which is the reason why I'm playing this. So 125, 164. Ooh, can I buy a core? No. Americans. Can I buy a core? No. All right. I think that's enough turns for this turn. The Von Don cavalry suffers attrition. That's all right. I got that railroad, so it's cutting them off. They suffer attrition. Yeah, because I got no railroad leading to them. It's okay. How are they suffering attrition? That's weird. Yeah. The Blue Army returns to Poland. So, ooh, that's 3 cores right there. That makes all the difference. The Bavarian Soviet Republic is crushed by the Fried Corps. If you're looking to purchase the game, there's in the description. There's links directly to it. Soviet Navy. Ooh. That's the one thing I don't like. They were able. That makes kind of sense. I was gonna say like that unit that I have surrounded over. Oh, they're trying to attack my positions here. Yeah. That unit I have surrounded here was able to get like 1 or 2 additional points to it. No, 3 actually. But technically it's in a city, so I can imagine them being able to pull volunteers. Ooh, that's not good. You're fighting trench warfare now. You just... and the whole southern front is collapsed. Ooh. I have to move some units. I wonder if they're going to start removing soldiers. Canadian workers launch a general strike in Winnipeg. I wonder if this has to do with the war in, well, this Soviet Revolution. British government has agreed to keep the Royal Navy in Arctic waters as a way to ensure the flow of military supplies to the Whites. However, using British ground forces in northern Russia poses a problem as public opinion does not favor continued British involvement there. If we keep British land forces in Russia after, so only a couple more months, our fighting spirit will fall as opposition to intervention rise. It is therefore recommended we begin to pulling out. Oh, and then you see they're digging in with trenches here. And I brought up 2 cores. I'm going to use them to do a full assault here. They're definitely going to try to hold this more than anything else because I think it's our probably closest front to Moscow. Closest threat, that is. Let's see. Artillery. There we go. This should end their little siege. There we go. That's okay. Yeah, I'm going to pull some forces south. Where should I? Ooh, actually, I should have probably took that. Yep, just like that. I have no idea where I want to put these guys. Should I push on Petrograd or here, cut the railroad here, and then cut off their supplies here? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for Petrograd. Only problem is hitting. Yeah, nah, forget Petrograd, guys. Forget it. We're gonna move south and go up this roll. Come around their flank. Oh, these are British? No, that's weird. All right, so far, let me concentrate on a couple other fronts here. So I got the Polish trying to hit. Is this leave? This is leave. I guess they're pronouncing it Lua. Oh, come on, guys. I need you. I need you in good fighting spirits. This corps is gonna be this is not even a corps, it's a division. It's gonna be the pain in the neck to try to collapse. It's okay. We have a majority of the soldiers. As long as I can hurt them. Now they're completely surrounded. And I'm gonna bring some more Polish forces down, so we'll take care of that. That will be something. All right. Here they're surrounded, but they're not gonna. Ooh, they are gonna give up. Their supplies are not that good. Well, they're there at 0. So I'm gonna do that. Do this. Bring up the British. Actually, oh, you stink, man. You are horrible. You can't even do anything. Nothing. Come on. All right. So, supply lines is still cut because, yeah, we gotta eliminate these guys. Ah, so close, but yet so far. Ah, man, can't believe it. Or maybe I can. There we go. The British to the rescue. Very good. All right, so that restores the supply lines. So now these guys, and all these guys are going to get supplies now, which is good. Supplies are good. So I'm kind of curious, what are you guys' thoughts and opinions on the Soviet revolution? Do you think if there was more Allied opposition to it, more operational cohesiveness, where instead of having multiple nations and so many different commands, they all unified under one, would have made a difference? I see a chord there. Oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, I gotta have this guy head south to deal with this guy coming up. Let's do that. And let's do that. And then this guy is going to be cut off from supply. His supply should be shrinking. He's good. He's not so good. So wait, 1, 2, like that. Just gotta keep pushing. Just gotta keep pushing. 1 to 1, 1 to 0, 1 to 0. Ay, mama, that's not good. And against these partisans, this French 15th Infantry Division is not gonna really be able to do much. Look at that. Not good, man. Not good. I gotta put the French to work. It costs so much to move guys, man. So this is what Kuban Cossacks. So you gotta find them. You know, you gotta find these units so you put the headquarters to where they're supposed to be. These guys are singing their last songs. Ooh, I got a destroyer. Let's go up here. Rain on that parade a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so let's see. They got a division there. But, see, they might be entrenched, but there's only so much entrenching you can do before I outflank you. So for right now, we shall come up here. They have entrenchments there. That's okay. Oh, geez, you're at 3. So for right now, I'm going to move like this. So I can get this guy up to speed up to at least 8. Because he's going to be no use to me, being so weak. And then here we are good, I think for right now at least. I'm going to do something like that. It's basically entrench, entrench, entrench. And entrench. Alright, so here is a stalemate. I was hoping to gain some ground here, but the Reds read my mind. Here I'm hoping with this division I can outbreak them, take the Volga, and then start making moves to Moscow. Moscow's the key. That's where Lenin is, and that's where I'm gonna go. And then here I took Wesenberg, which is a town. And then Narva is a town, but it's within shooting distance of Petrograd. And when I mean shooting distance, you probably could shoot, and maybe the bullet can somehow reach there at like a velocity. Oh man. All right. So we handled this. There's still. I forgot about these guys. Got my British guys here. I gotta move these Russian troops, these Russian HQs. I got that guy there. I need an HQ here. The French need to do that for me. He's gonna hold there. Alright. So the Pole ooh, they got some money. Alright, let's buy a core. I can't buy a core. I can't afford a division. I wonder why. How much is a core? 222. I am. How much is this? Confirm purchase. Oh, 225. I'm $3 short. Ay, ay, ay. 287. So I can build a core there. So I had an interesting day yesterday. I don't know if you guys, I didn't mention it, but So on top of like all my the medical stuff going on, and all this stuff, I was working. My wife texted me or called me on my Apple Watch, and I'm like, I'm at work. I'm like, I can't. And then I'm taking another call. And my wife's calling me, and I'm like, what? I'm at work. And she's just like, Issa, is our babysitter, has been in a car accident. She had our kids with her. So you could imagine, like, I just was like, told my boss, I gotta go. And I would literally, like rush down the block. My wife met me, got to the scene, and, uh like I rushed over, like, as like we I got out of the car, like, and I ran the extra little bit, and my kids were safe, which was the most important thing. My babysitter, her arm or her leg hurt, were injured, so she had to actually go to hospital. Her blood pressure was something like, my wife was telling me later on that it was at a level that was dangerous, like very dangerous or something, like 180 over 130, something like that. So it was, and the entire time I was there, I I'm 40 now, and my younger self, my 20-year-old self, would probably have acted very differently. But my kids were okay, and the guy came over. It was like I called the police. I'm like, and I try to have the least amount of words with him. Um, And basically, the way the accident happened was, my babysitter was driving on. It was a two-lane like road, right? So there's opposite end of traffic this way. There's this lane going that way, and there's this lane going this way. She was in this lane. Somehow the guy was driving here, and then I don't know if he was trying to make a turn or what, but went right into her like that. Um, I don't know how, texting while driving. I have no idea. But like his comment to us was like, "Oh, I've been through a number of these," something like that. It was just like, I've been through my share of these, and I'm like, maybe you shouldn't be driving. But I was, and my son has a bit of bruising here. So I was a little. The car was kind of, the SUV that we had was wrecked, like the entire front part's an accordion. Um, and the guy's truck, had like a couple of dents on it. Like the paint was like a little damaged, and the bumper had a slight dent to it. And it kind of reinforces my thing. Like, I keep talking to my wife. I was like, I want a steel vehicle for our kids. A steel truck or a steel SUV, something strong, right? Because every time I drive, right, from like Norfolk, Virginia Beach, wherever, I always see like a truck and an SUV or a car in an accident. And I'll see the truck. I'm like, is that truck even involved in an accident? It looks like just came off the show floor or something. And the car or the SUV is an accordion. And it's just like, and you see this, like, when you're driving day in, day out, and you keep seeing these accidents, you're wondering, I'm like, okay, the trucks, I know are made out of steel, or at least some trucks. I know Ford doesn't do it anymore, but some trucks are made out of steel. And then a lot of other vehicles, most vehicles, are made out of aluminum. So that's the only thing I can think of. And then, also, one thing I learned in astronomy is energy from two colliding objects, the energy goes to the object that has the least amount of mass. So I'm assuming that also plays a role into it. Um, but yeah, so like now we're like, we need to buy a big truck or a big SUV, because I want the vehicle that my kids are in to be like, oh yeah, we just got a dent. It's fine, right? I don't want to come up and see the way the SUV was. I'm like, oh man, like, are they okay? Like, what? How bad is it? Never have to like think in the back of my head of like, how bad is it, knowing that, like, hey, they're in a really tough SUV. um it's good, so it'll give me that like peace of mind, I think. Like if I ever hopefully I don't get that call again, but if I ever get that call again, I'm like, we got a really good SUV or truck, they should be good, kind of thing. But it's crazy, like, it's just, it really is a little bit shocking because the stuff that happens around here. Come on, seriously. But the stuff that happens around here, people like, obviously I always see people texting and driving, and like it's such a thing that I don't even think the police pull people over. Like I don't think I've heard stories of that. In New York, I'm from, obviously, uh, that if you do texting and driving, like if the police see you doing that, like, or if you do drinking and driving, forget about it. It's like you're done. Um, I was mentioning to my wife, like, in New York, when I was going out in my 20s and in my teens and 20s and such, when we were heading to the bar, right, you would see police in different blocks. Like they would just show up one day, like you're going out on Friday, and they'll be here, and they'll have like two or three police cars, barricades, and then they'll just randomly stop people, right? And they'll be like, like just to, I guess, check them if they're drinking and driving. So like they would do that in numerous parts of like New York, all throughout the city. And so in the back of my head, it's like never, never drive in New York when you're going out, right? Always take a cab. Always take the MTA because you don't want to do that because cops. And the thing is, like, even if you're going down a block and you're 2 or 3 blocks away or something like that, and the police see you turning into another block, right? They will. I've heard stories of them like actually sending cops out and being like, "Excuse me, can you lower your window?" Kind of things like that. Virginia Beach here, it was so bad one time. Like I call it. I went to this bar that's around here. This is like 5, 6 years ago or something like that. And I had like 2 or 3 beers, but my beers are IPAs, so they're a little bit stronger. And so I had a 2 or 3 beers. I mean, I wasn't drunk. I felt like a slight buzz, but like again in my head, I'm like not risking it. It was winter, so it was really cold out. So I was like, look, there's a Taco Bell right there. It's open to like way late. I'm just gonna chill out until like I know I'm gonna hydrate on water, all that good stuff. I've seen people come out of the bar, right, and they're like opening the driver's seat, going in, starting the car, and going away, and then you see like all the people doing this stuff, and you're like, and you would think like the cops would, like, I don't know. I mean, the whole parking lot was pretty much full. Like this was a big club bar. Um, like I think the biggest one or one of the biggest ones in this entire county. And you would think like have one cop there, just be like, "Hey, if you're thinking about it, I see you moving around like this. I know you're drunk. You get in that passenger driver's seat. That's it." It's just I don't see that, and I don't know if it's because I don't have the manpower or what it is. Like, maybe they're on different calls. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume. I'm not gonna make a guess or whatever right now. Like, I just, but it's concerning. I'll be honest. Like, it is concerning. I think we're good. Oh, there's some British forces here. Ooh, I can upgrade them. Does that make them? Oh, you can't do anti-air defense. But yeah, I mean that's what it comes down to. Like I always that kind of stuff always makes me wonder because And that's why I'm always very wary around here. I think I'm more wary around drivers here than I am in New York City, which is crazy. Like I'm more concerned about drivers down here than I am up there because just because it's just that crazy. I think we're good to go. I can't do anything here. I did all that there. Everything is. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to move this guy. I don't know. Can I actually even? No. It's a militia too. I'm not even gonna risk it. I will increase this guy though. One thing that this game I think could draw on is, I guess maybe in Strategic Command 2, World War I. I don't know. The next version of this game, maybe like have an option where you can have the actual unit go out and do like training before you send them to the front. That would actually be kind of cool. Like it increase their skill level. That might be kind of cool. But yeah, those kind of things. You're so far from the freaking. Yeah, yeah. They're so far from the supply line that they're taking those losses. Mama. France withdraws all troops from Russia. So you know what that means? All those soldiers, UK 20. Okay, so I got an infantry division. Nice. Oh, that's not good. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, so all those soldiers that I had in Ukraine that were holding that front, gone. Hey, if you want to trade 1 for 1, I think I'm gonna win there, buddy. I could attack him from the north. Oh, I lost a whole American regiment. Daggone. Daggone. I guess they were just too far from that supply line. That was a stupid thing of me. We have full-on trench warfare here. Like, literally, with the whistle over the top. Yeah, I figured they were going to lose. They're getting some big bonuses, though. Ah! Ah! They're going to try to finish me out there. Yep, they are. And you notice all the French soldiers gone. French are like, we had enough. We had a gun. There's no commitment level here. I'm trying to sound French. That was one of my choices when I was in high school, to learn like Latin, French, or Spanish. Um, One of my oh man, down to 0. Jeez. One of my things that I wish is I took Latin. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I guess because it was the hardest. I think a 30% was considered passing in that class, or 40%. Um, but I wish I took like Spanish, because obviously, there's a large percentage of the population that speaks Spanish, and it would be really cool going to a Spanish restaurant ordering in Spanish. Um, uh, but French was another, because I could imagine in my 20s, if I knew how to speak French, that it would be good at the bar, to speak French, and then somebody maybe nearby, she would hear and be like, "Wow," when you're that young, you're looking for any edge. All right, I'm gonna end these guys here. So yeah, they're completely out of supply, so it's now just I'm gonna see if I can actually destroy them with whatever I have right now, because I need to move them to the key front. If I can even move the forces to the key front. Yeah, we took leave. All right, can I move them? Nope. Polish forces will not go into Ukraine proper, it looks like. Or maybe they can't because this railroad here is cut. Yeah, that could be a thing. And I can move the Polish forces here to push on here. So this way I can take these cities, establish a supply line to these, well, cities, because, yeah, they're going to need a lot of help. A lot of help. There's literally all the French left. So we're in a really bad spot, actually. In a really, really bad spot. So I'm going to have to put this guy on a boat. Not a boat, but you know what I mean. Alright, so we reestablished supply lines. Grozny is going to fall. Yeah, finally get some bonuses. Alright, can I can't move the British, can I? Nope. Can I move you guys? Spend $11. I can move them up here, but I know I'm going to take a heavy, heavy loss in terms of fighting spirit. So, there's that. $35. And then I'm going to move these guys when I can. So I'm going to move him here. And then these guys, I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I guess... Oh, no. Can I undo that? Can I undo that? Is there an undo? I keep forgetting if there's an undo button. Oh, wait. I think there is. Undo last turn? Cancel? No. Dang it. My son's not doing too well in this game, I don't think. Southern Whites. I don't want to move them for 40 MPs. That's a lot, you know? 1 for 2. It's okay. Let's keep pushing them. I'm gonna give him 2 points. I don't want to take too much of those combat. I bet you the unit that was up here probably is now reinforcing down here. Or maybe not. The AI did not, I guess, assume that I was gonna do that. What was going on with the AI? I will entrench there. So wait, here, here. I wonder if it makes any difference if you do number of sides. Like if you add more sides, if it makes much of a difference. But I'll have this core there holding off the Bolshevik counterattack. And I got this guy stopping them here. And you gotta. Ay, 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 ay. There's nothing I can do. We just gotta hold up here. But they're throwing a lot at those units. I lost all the Americans. I guess let's start hitting them. No, that's not gonna be good. Alright, and then we got this front here. What shall we do here? Alright, so I got these partisans. Oh man, partisans. I'll have the partisans hold off this division here. They'll just, like, stand in front there while I move on. I did that wrong. Alright. I need the Polish soldiers really into this war. I need them to turn back the tide here because they are going to explode out of here. And I got some British forces holding here. I'm going to have to pull this guy back to hold up some kind of front because I'm going to lose everything. Like, I can't even put them on a bloody train. Like, I need somebody to head to Melitopol, and hold there. And then I'm hoping I can rush over here to at least maybe take Umman. Oh, I forgot about cookies. Chocolate chip. Well, not chocolate chip. Red velvet. More? Okay, two is fine. I'll give you more once you finish those two. And that's the way I feel about red velvet too, Alex. All right, so where were we? I definitely want a core here. So Northern Whites core. So we're gonna purchase that. Yes, purchase second rifle core. Ural Whites. I would like artillery. I think artillery, honestly, is expensive. All right, we're gonna wait a little bit for that. And then these guys here, we're gonna buy a core. Wonder what the dot means. Maybe recommended. But we need bodies. Yeah, I gotta pull back because what they're gonna do is they're gonna attack me from multiple sides. So we're gonna start pulling back. Try to hold them in this region here, Maripol, all the way to Yokorova. I keep seeing these cities on TV. Sad. What's kind of crazy is 2023, late 2022, and then 2023, Ukraine was gonna do that whole massive counteroffensive with like 6 brigades with Abrams tanks and Leopard 2 tanks, but like everything fell into like in essence World War I tactics, which is kind of interesting on how. I mean, they're even talking on the news about like how effective are tanks anymore, and it's just really interesting about how war changes. Like when the tank was invented, and then through World War II, they were thinking that tanks are going to be the defining feature of the battlefield. That tanks are going to be king. That infantry is going to mop up. But we see how warfare has changed since World War II to today. where a tank without infantry support is very vulnerable on the battlefield. You know that you have a good example is the initial Russian invasion into Ukraine and how many Russian tanks were destroyed with American anti armor. I forgot what they're called. Not Stingers. I forgot what they were called. But it's really, I mean, it's interesting. I need to figure out a way. I guess next turn I'll come up here, and then maybe we could surround him and destroy them there. And then I'm saving money. The Americans really can't do anything. Oh wait, I could buy a division. Build a 339th. Reconstitute it. Uh, and then I got a sub here that I'm gonna bring back to ports. I don't know what port should I put it back in. Warsaw. Alright, I think I'm good. Everything here is clear, well, except this, but eventually this guy's gonna go away. And once that happens, I can move these guys here, eventually take this position, basically wipe them out here, here, and then I just have to concentrate on this big chunk over here, you know? So, oh wait, there's some forces here. That's interesting. Oh, look at that. I did not know that. Learn something new every day. Look at that. I didn't know there were forces there. Okay. So, fronts overall are interesting. All right, next turn. I don't think there's anything else I can do. Gotta hold here with everything I can. It'd be a while before I can get to Moscow. Alright. Maybe if I don't know, improve the diplomacy with France, I would have been able to keep those units. Did they just run out of logistics? Oh, because of this. I wonder. What? Oh, okay. West Ukraine surrenders. Okay. I was gonna say, I thought it was my own forces. Poland annexes Glacia. British tanks arrive to support white forces. All right. It's probably going to be slow, though. German high seas fleet scuttled at Scapa Flow. I'm not going to invest in any technology because at this point, there aren't any big technological advances. Hey, buddy. Hi. Yeah, I got to pull back here. Nice. Go. Okay. I bought these pretty much for you anyway, so here, just take the whole box. Take it. He said, yum. Like I might have to form up entrenchment lines. They are getting bodies out of the woodwork, man. I guess this is what that million man army event that happened in the last video at. Oh well, that's not good. General strike in Moscow. Ooh, that's a good. The Workers' Party is striking. The Treaty of Versailles is signed. Oh, okay. Okay. I know. You're giving me all these things here. All right. So, I think that's how you got to do it without having to deal with the what do you call it? So you don't deal with any penalties like ambushes. You got to go slow. Man, they cut me. They went, I think, over inland like that. I should have planned for that, but it's okay. Another thing I wish this game had, maybe in Strategic Command 2, World War 1, be able to split corps into divisions. That would be cool. I would like that. Because I don't think you can do that. Yeah! That's going to turn their heads. That should turn their heads. That's probably going to make them pull some forces away from this front to assist up there. Oh, why are you guys still low on supplies or something? Yeah, down to 1 and 0. I need to get these guys up to some kind of manageable strength. Come on, man. This is the Southern White, so we're going to spend $22, and we are going to move them to hold. Still got this main railroad. This is what's very important. I gotta get to Melitopol, whatever you call that city. 30. That's gonna hurt. And these guys are in a whole lane of hurt with zero supply. I got Kyiv holding, just like these guys are just gonna keep pushing to Kyiv. So I got to. Oh, that's right, they surrendered. So now the Polish can rush in. Uh, first infantry. I want the first. Oh, that's not good. I can't put them on. Why is that? Why can't I put them on trains, planes, and automobiles? I can move them. I guess maybe because they just surrendered. So I'm assuming it's because of that. I'll have the Polish start moving though. So I'll hold the core here, and then these massive cores. I hate spending that much money. But you see, I can't go past a certain part. But we're gonna relieve Kyiv. I'm gonna put you guys on here so this way I can put you on rails. $22? Jeez, man. They're asking for arms and legs to move units, man. Uh, I know that's going to destroy a lot of their experience, but at this point, I do not care. And then here, stalemate, in essence. And I can't even get these guys reinforced, I guess because this took heavy losses or something. I don't know. But, yeah. I'm definitely going to pull back here. We're going to... I'm going to need more troops. I can get 6. Ah, it's because I'm in such... Oh, I should have probably not moved that guy then. I mean, I have Riga not surrounded, but... I mean, maybe in a way I do have it surrounded. If I could surround Riga, it's a regular city, so I do get some 8 MPPs from that, so that'll be good. But if I get Petrograd, where's the MPPs on that? It says it's a major city. What MPPs do I get for that? It says value is 30, so I wonder. Once this units I can move these guys closer. I'm gonna surround this, and then I guess it's just gonna be like it's gonna be a slog. It's gonna be slog to Petrograd, and once Petrograd falls, it kind of gives the hey, eventually Moscow's gonna be taken. But I'm gonna end it here, guys, because we're already going up on an hour, and I want to play. I want to play another game. I have a couple other games in mind that I want to try out. The new Starship Troopers game is out, so I'm gonna save this here. And I want to show you guys, this is the other game that I want to try. I don't know if I'm going to play it tonight or tomorrow. But Matrix Games is on a, what do you call it, on a roll with releases. Where the heck? Oh, there we go. So they came out with the first DLC for Starship Troopers. And it's this.
Before us, an ordeal of the most grievous kind. A war against a hellish terror unlike any other. We will fight
Did they upgrade the
in our
graphics? That looks sick. Wow. They got mechs.
We will fight them in the fields of fire.
Wow, that's insane.
We
They're
will
really
fight
putting
them
some
until
work into this
victory,
game.
no matter the cost.
Cool.
Time to raise hell.
Alright, so this is the game that I'm probably going to play either tonight or tomorrow. You get a series of 7 new missions and a story on the struggle of the planet Gehenna, unforgiving scape engulfed in molten lava, hordes of arachnids, human interest in the sector center on the Villon station, a majestic space station orbiting just above the planet's atmosphere. A stream of massive freighters feed the station's endless thirst for fuel, extracted and refined through industrial facilities. Being located in the center of the profitable trade routes between planets Earth, Kwashala, and other Federation colonies, Villa Station serves as a vital nexus for commerce, refueling, and resupply. Till now, the protection of personnel on Gehenna has been in the hands of contracted mercenary groups, composed of gritty veterans and adventurers. With the expanding fronts of the Bug War, however, Arachnid hostility has been sharply escalated. In light of this perilous situation, Verillan's director has implemented a Sky Marshal to dispatch mobile infantry to take the mission to take over from the mercenaries, safeguard humanity against ravenous hordes. So what do you get? You get an engineering biped. While not initially designed for combat, the solid structure of this bipedal vehicle has proven effective. Ooh, so probably that. Frontline defense against arachnid attacks. Its drilling arm can screw up any bug that dares to come near. That's interesting. Okay. Frag mercs. These mercenaries specialize with a weapon that can fire both fragmentation shells for devastating close barrages, contact grenades for medium range indirect fire support. Shredder mercs carry the biggest, toughest mercenaries, the Shredder portable minigun. Ooh. Can effectively mow down swats of bugs. I want that. I think that's what that is. I think I saw something there. Zzz. Uh, New mobile infantry powered suit incinerators. Aging for more firepower, these experimental squads of power suit troopers have been equipped with powerful flamethrowers. Okay, cool. Powered suit officer. These officers with same exoskeleton as elite powered suit troopers that provides them with extra mobility and protection to direct fire missions and colon reinforcements. And then you get evolved arachnids. Have evolved to several distinct subspecies that are especially adapted to infernal environment. Federal intelligence have publicly released intel report. So you get a stinger, a fragile bug that launches heated projectiles. Immolastar. These eject a incendiary substance that burn everything it touches. Battlefield reports have shown these the bugs to burst into flames when mortally wounded. A pyrofly, interesting. So that's one of them. Whoa, that's crazy. Um, they can hover and spray an area with burning substance. And a bomber bee, small flying bugs who dive into their enemies explode on impact. Oh wow. Okay. So basically, you get a tons of new units. How much is this? $10. Wow. Okay. I I guess for me, I'm just always expecting like DLCs to be 20, 30, sometimes $40. $10. I'll tell you, Matrix Games has some of the best deals on DLCs, best prices on DLCs. Uh, I think there's a couple other DLCs that they release at the $10 price point, and I just kind of sometimes I'm like, you get all this for $10. I forgot which other game was it, but I remember discussing something like that. So this is something I'll probably save for tomorrow. Um, I want to play a grand strategy game tonight. On top of the one that I just played. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, the game is Strategic Command World War One. I've been playing the DLC Empires in Turmoil, which comes with the Soviet Revolution.
Strategic Command. World War One
Uh,
is a turn.
and so if you want that, plus these, it also comes with a whole bunch of other campaigns like Hidden Bridge Glory, Broken League, Balkan League, things like that. Hi, Anna. But the base game is on sale for 60% off, $16. Highly recommend this purchase. I had a lot of fun playing this game. It gives you basically the World War One experience, grand strategy. I would say this is my go-to actually World War One game. It used to be to end all wars, but that's more Grognard level, and you have to have a lot of time to put into it. Like, make sure that you have time every night, or at least a couple hours every few days to put into it. This game you can play from start to finish in a much shorter period of time than to end all wars. So I do highly recommend it. I mentioned yesterday it has 90% uh, out of 277 reviews. So it's up there. One thing I loved about this game is it definitely gives you that World War One feel because like you're basically I forgot who I was playing. I think I might have been playing Germans. But it was like basically the line shifting forward a little, back a little bit, forward a little bit. I mean, there were so many points where I was close to Paris. I was here, then pushed back. Then I started pushing here, try to make a breakthrough. Got some. Maybe I think I got up to Liege, secured here, but then they made an offensive attack. So it gave you that World War One like feel of like a the trench warfare where it's like you have a line, but it's kind of like almost like a snake, you know? And when I remember playing it, I got that feel like, yeah, they did this right. Um, yeah. So, huge props to Fury Software and Slitherine. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoy this. Catch you next one. See you then.